Hello. Happy Wednesday. How are you? Did you guys know it is Global Running Day today? Super exciting if you're a runner. I guess not so much if you're not. Hey, Karina. Speaking of runners, when you hop on, say hi, whether you're watching this live or the replay. I'm super excited to do this little topic that kind of just came to me today because I woke up early this morning for a run, like I do a couple times a week when I can. And so I thought I'd share some of my tips about becoming a morning exerciser and why I think it's super important. I'm asked a lot about energy tips from my oil friends and just fitness clients and things like that. And so I'm going to share some ideas for that too. So welcome. If you run today or if you're going to run today, share it in the comments. Tell me what you're going to do. I'm excited because this morning, my awesome neighbor running friend, Sarah, and I run early in the morning together, which is great to have a buddy. And we've occasionally extended the invite to others and nobody ever joins in. But today, maybe because it was Global Running Day, we had people come and it was fun to have a group. I've never really done a group run, so it was fun. And of course, we finished with coffee. So it was good. So I'm going to jump in so that when we're watching the replay, you're not just watching me kill time. Group events tonight. Yes, morning runner. Yeah, so you can probably add in tips to this too, because this is just stuff that works for me. So let's talk about morning exercise. I get asked a lot. I'm a personal trainer, and I work a lot with women and, people, all kinds of people. But anyways, people are always asking me, when should I work out? When is the best time? And to be honest, my normal answer is whenever you will do it, because that is the best. Exercise is so important to get, regularly throughout the week. And everybody has a different life. You have different preferences. You have different schedules. You have different stuff going on. So my first answer is exercise when you will do it. If that's in the morning, do it in the morning. If that's, at 10 o'clock at night, great. I don't care. Exercise. Do it whenever. But if I have to give you my true, honest opinion, do it in the morning because there's so many reasons. If you have the ability in your schedule to do this in the morning, it might be hard to get used to start with. I know there's some people that are not morning people, but I promise you it's addicting and it's amazing. The first reason really that I say morning is the best is because all those excuses that I hear all the time because I'm in the fitness world, it's like all of them. I don't need to bore you with them, but you're going to work out after work and you forget your shoes, or you get a late meeting and your lunch workout gets canceled, or whatever. Life just happens. Kids happen. Just a second.
Okay. What are you doing?
We're talking about morning running. Can you go back to your rest, please? Can you sit here quietly? Okay, no talking. I can call him right here. Okay, Ken is joining us. So the excuses just go away. Like, say I was going to work out right now. This happens. It maybe wouldn't happen or gets cut short. Life just happens. Once that day starts rolling, so much can get in your way, and it's so easy for your workouts to get derailed. At whatever time, 5 a.m. in the morning, not a lot of excuses except being lazy and laying in your bed. If you can get yourself out of your bed and get it done, then it's done. And I can't tell you the feeling. I'm pretty good at getting rid of the excuses and doing it anyway throughout the day. But it feels so good to just have that workout done and not have that in the back of your head of oh, am I going to get to run what time? Oh, am I going to eat before I go? All the questions that come up while you're going. So I just love the feeling of having it done out of the way. We're getting into the big heat of summer, at least here in Texas right now. And that's another great reason if you're an outdoor exerciser. It's really one of the safer and more comfortable times of the day to run or exercise outside. So, for us, there's no way I could go for a lunchtime run right now. Okay. So the heat is a great, great excuse and it actually kind of helps me get out the door because I know I don't want to suffer through it later. So we go get you out the door in the morning. And finally, when we're talking about energy, um, really when you start your day with a run, I feel like it's kind of counterintuitive if you haven't done a lot of exercising, you think you're going to be worn out for the rest of the day. But really it's going to give you lasting energy and it's totally worth it to get it started first thing in the morning. So if you're on here, I'd love to comment if you exercise in the morning or tell me what time you like to exercise or why you don't exercise in the morning. Hey, Miranda. Yay. Hi, Tanya. So let's get into the little nitty gritty of how to do it. Again, it's going to be different for everybody. If you're a morning exerciser and you've got some awesome tips, share them. Energy, why you don't run at night. I know, so it's hard to kind of calm down sometimes after a workout. You get those endorphins going and then you're not going to get a good night's sleep. Exactly. So I've got a couple tips I'll kind of roll out here for you. The first one is set out your things the night before. For me, I'm sneaking out of my bedroom and getting changed in our living room bathroom at 5 in the morning, and so I don't want to be rummaging around. I don't want to wake somebody up, and so I grab my clothes and my shoes and my watch and whatever I'm going to need. Even if I'm going to just be out in the garage, I make sure I have it pulled out ahead of time, and so that it's all there when I wake up in the morning. Just to eliminate one more step. Have a plan, because I can tell you I did this yesterday. I wasn't meeting anybody or running. I was just going to wake up and work out. Okay, babe. Thank you. Are you going to go back to rest or are you going to be quiet?
I'm going to be quiet.
And I literally my alarm went off and I was like, well, I could do a little shorter workout, or maybe I could do half of my workout at lunchtime. You rationalize it all the way. But if you've written down your plan, or you're like, I know I'm going to run for X amount of miles, or I'm going to get through this workout in the garage or video or whatever you're going to do, you just don't have to think about it, because I also know your brain isn't always all there early in the morning. And so Mackie, that's distracting. What?
You remember this from BBS?
But we need to be quiet right now. Thank you. I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, so just your brain. My brain doesn't work ever, but you don't want to have to think up a workout at 5 in the morning. So having it all planned out, knowing what you're going to do, will just help you get out of bed and help you get at it right away. And having a buddy, like I said, my neighbor, aren't kids awesome, Karina? My neighbor Sarah meets me, which is amazing. I ditched her once and it was the worst feeling ever, where I overslept and she was sitting on my doorstep at 5:45 in the morning. You don't want to be that person. And so it's great having somebody meeting you, just to keep you accountable, and to know, I gotta do this. Okay, Mac, this is your last chance, or you need to go back. Okay. Thank you. So if you've got a buddy, neighbors are great because nobody has to hop in the car and drive. But even if you're going to do an early morning run somewhere or whatever, have somebody meet you. Not only is it safer if you're going to be outside, but again, just that camaraderie and accountability is just amazing. Okay, so set yourself out. Have a plan. Have a buddy. A lot of times I deal with, for my oily friends, I kind of like to have a couple options getting you going with oils. I'm stiff sometimes in the morning, and if you work out later in the day, your body's just been moving, your blood's been flowing, you kind of have a warm-up going, but warming up is so important and getting those joints moving. So I like using Deep Blue or AromaTouch, and I kind of, I've got tight legs, or maybe my neck is stiff from sleeping, and I just kind of give myself a quick little self-massage before I get out the door. That'll just kind of help me warm up my muscles before I go. Yeah, we'll give you a back rub and neck rub right now. This girl loves AromaTouch, by the way, side note. Oh yeah, Corinna, I've told my girls many times I would not have been out running. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's just so easy to stay in bed. I feel you. I do it. And then I like to also, make time to kind of get awake. When you're waking up early, you don't want to wake up any earlier than you have to. But I've noticed if I give myself even just an extra 10 minutes, where it's not just throw on my clothes and get out the door and you're like a zombie. I like to sit down. I have some leftover iced coffee or a quick, get a drink of water. I love using peppermint to wake up. So, Maggie, can you come sit down here, please?
Sure, I'll bring my own chair.
Okay. I like using peppermint to wake up. That's like an awesome wake up. You put one drop in your palm, rub it, big breath in, and now if you are not awake, you will be awake after that. So just taking just a little bit of time. Sometimes I do my devotions, just to really like wake my mind and body before I, actually do my workout. And it doesn't have to be, an hour before you're going to work out, but just a few extra minutes. Okay, you need to sit down so you're not distracted. Read your book, okay? Read a book from down here.
Oh, look.
Okay. Sorry, guys. So, and like I said, it's addicting. I think if you try it, being consistent is, I might have to go in just a second. Okay, I'm going to take you back to your room if I hear you again. Okay. Being consistent. If you're waking up at different times every day, it makes it even harder to wake up early. So I try to, even if I don't have a run planned or a workout planned, I still try to get up earlier, and maybe I'll do some work for the morning, get my Bible study done, things like that, so that your body system is more used to that, because it's really, really hard on your body when you're waking up at different times every day. So I want to kind of transition into all day energy because, like I said, working out in the morning is a great way to kind of kickstart your day and give you great energy. But there are some other tips that I've got too that, I've got 2 little kids and I'm tired, but I feel like a pretty good job of keeping my energy up going out throughout the day. And so I thought I'd share some of those tips. And I know, Miranda, you were wondering about some of this. So I'm putting it on your nightstand. Awesome. Pop questions if you've got stuff about energy. So tips for kind of the things that I think are key for all day energy. Number 1, exercise. Like I said, do it whenever you can, morning if possible. Water, water, water. That's another kind of benefit of morning exercise is you're probably going to get drinking water earlier and more earlier in the day because you've worked out and you get thirsty. So I like making sure you start your day with water, whether or not you're exercising, but aim for like a gallon a day. Add some oils to it if you want some, more flavor options to change it up. But water, water, water is so, I notice if I don't have enough water, I am dragging, it's crazy. Water helps me more than coffee. I drink coffee because I love it, but not because it keeps me going. And that's kind of the other tip I have is really limit your caffeine. And if you can I always try to start it as late in the morning as possible because if you start it so early, you're going to crash, and you don't want to necessarily be drinking it all day. So I do drink coffee every day, like I said, because I love it, but water's the thing that keeps me going. What else are my tips? Exercise, water, supplements. Food is fuel. I'm all about getting most of your nutrients from a healthy diet, but I also know we all have gaps. We aren't perfect eaters. We don't have access to all the things all the time. Yay, drinking water right now. Good job, Miranda. I didn't bring mine in here, but I'm thirsty and I need to go get some. So finding a good supplement, a food-based supplement, doTERRA has a great lifelong vitality pack that I really recommend because it's just got everything. The levels of things are so much higher than you're going to find in other vitamins. And it's just a great baseline. Health goes from the inside, and when you have a healthy gut and you're getting the vitamins and nutrients and fish oils and all of those things that your body needs, that's going to support your energy stores throughout the day. So finding a good supplement is great. If you want more info on the Lifelong Vitality Pack, just shoot me a message. We've got some cool deals to get it free this month, which is a great way to try it. But find a supplement that you love, a good brand, and that can really, really help with your energy. Next, good food, as I kind of just mentioned, don't eat junk in, junk out. I mean, we know that. Eat whole foods, eat lots of fruits and veggies. I've been trying to, kind of do the more produce and less carb type thing on my plate. It's tough because I'm a carb freak. But, you feel better the days you do it. You really, really do. I've also been using the Terra Greens. I make little shots of those because I suck at eating vegetables, and so I like having those on hand to get all the nutrients from all those veggies I don't eat. Again, for my oily crew, some of the oils that I love for energy are citrus oils. Wild orange is my favorite, but there's other awesome ones. So grapefruit, lime, lemon, all those citrus fruits oils. Maggie, too loud. are really, really good for waking you up. So like you can add any of those citrus oils to your water. So like I said, that's a great double whammy. Love diffusing them when you need a pick-me-up in the afternoon or you're waking up in the morning and you need a wake up. I love diffusing those. And like I had said earlier, peppermint is such a good wake up. I like combining peppermint with citrus. Again, you drop in your hand, big breath in is just like a wake up shot. Or if you're at home or at your desk or whatever, diffuse it. Have that diffuser running right next to you. Wild orange and peppermint is an amazing combo. And there's a lot of other good little combos with citrus and mints if you like spearmint or other mints like that. Peppermint's my favorite, so it's the one I always talk about. How much would you add to water? Good question. 1 drop, really, 1 or 2 drops maybe. I have like a 24-ounce water bottle that I use, and I put maybe 2 drops in there. If it's just like a glass, for sure, just 1. I do that in my ice water. I make tea with oils. So yeah, 1 drop goes a long, long way. doTERRA oils, you want to make sure if you're not using doTERRA that you're using a good therapeutic food grade safe oil to ingest. I only trust doTERRA to ingest. And even not all doTERRA oils are ingestible because not all plants are edible. But you know, you're always safe with the citrus stuff, and they do say supplement facts on the side, on the back, if they are safe to ingest. They'll say ingredients if they are not. And then there's also some little tiny print symbols that you can check on. But yeah, wild orange, lemon. You know, sometimes I want a combo, so I'll do like orange and lime or something. I'll do a drop of each, but a little bit goes a really long ways. Limiting caffeine. And then my last tip is, I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer, but sleep. Energy, you know, if you are chronically overtired and not getting enough sleep, you're going to be tired. You know, that energy is going to wane, and you're not going to have the energy to put out, you know, your best workouts, which are then, you know, it's just this cycle. So like good sleep means good workouts, which means good energy, which means you're going to feel good and want to eat better. And it's just this amazing, amazing cycle of feeling good, and it really does stem from sleep. So like I said, trying to get in a schedule of waking up at the same time, going to bed at the same time. We all kind of have our own how many hours of sleep we need to perform best. So I won't put an hour on that. I mean, we all know like the 8-hour goal, but you know, consistency is key. I've been going to bed way too late, and I still have been trying to do my early morning workouts, and it's tough. And so it's kind of having that discipline to go to bed. But like I said, you know, morning exercise is awesome. It's addicting. It's a discipline that I found the most successful exercisers I know are morning exercisers, because not only are the excuses out of the way, but it's tough to get out of bed, but if you have the discipline to do that, you're going to have the discipline to do your other things, whether it's moving on up at work or maybe it's, you know, training for a race or whatever. When you have that commitment in the little things, the commitment comes through in the big things. And so I've just found committing to being a morning person is something that makes me more successful with everything I do. And it gives me energy throughout the day, and I just know my days are better going to start that way. So if you've got other questions about morning workout tips, about my running, about oils, about waking up, energy, all that stuff, throw them here in the comments. If you're watching on the replay, I will answer. I'll reply in a comment. So thank you for joining me. I'm so glad Corinna and Miranda were here. And I will talk to you guys all next week. If you guys ever have other tips or things you want, or questions you want me to cover in Wellness Wednesdays, just shoot them my way. This was thanks to Miranda's suggestion this morning about energy. So happy Global Running Day. Go for a run if you haven't yet today. Even though it's not morning, just go do it. And I will talk to you guys all later. Have a good one.